real start of the war.
This is a statue for our brave lads who have been killed in the war for our freedom, for freedom of our country. This is everything for us. This is like a church, you know. Every time we pass here, we make a little pray for our guys. It's a very, very, very emotional part of the stadium for us.
It's very powerful.
Yes.
The Bad Blue Boys weren't the only ones to die for their country. This is a memorial in Split dedicated to the members of the Torcida who made the ultimate sacrifice for Croatia. There are two sides to every story, and it's time to hear the other one. Danny is off to Serbia.
So I've been to Celtic Rangers. I've heard about Liverpool, Man United. You know, I know about the West Ham Millwall rivalries, you know, but that's nothing compared to this. You know, we're talking about, you know, these guys went to war with each other. You know, we're not talking about a tear up in the street for 2 minutes. You know, we're not talking about ambushing a pub. We're not talking about having it off with the old Bill. You know, we're talking about these guys signed up, got given guns, went to the front line. You know, it's like England going to war with Scotland, like proper war. You know, it's really, really hard to get your nut round it.
Danny is travelling on a road which in the days of Yugoslavia was called the Road of Brotherhood and Unity. But at the time of the Civil War, there was very little of that on this particular route. This was the road which you would travel on to get to the front line. And just off this road, 20 miles before reaching the Serbian border, Danny stops at the town of Vukovar, a town which was virtually destroyed during the war and still has the scars to prove it. In the pre-conflict days, Croats and Serbs lived here together peacefully. But the war changed all that, as Vukovar became a microcosm of the conflict, with civilians paying a huge cost.
Absolute total devastation. Bullet holes everywhere. I mean, they've rebuilt a lot of it, but it's still battered. It's still like mullered.
By the end, almost nothing was left.
Sad though, sad.
It is estimated that 2,000 of Vukovar's civilians were killed, 800 went missing, and 22,000 were forced into exile.
Just that element of death in the air and just, I dread to think what happened here, you know. Must have been horrendous.
Danny's crossing the border into Serbia, heading to the capital of Belgrade. He's heard some mind-blowing stuff so far, and that's only half of the story. What, he wonders, will be waiting for him there.
Everywhere we go, we fight with something, or someone.
I like when they beat each other. I like when they beat police. I think that's life. That's football.
It's the same feeling like a sex with two girls. In Belgrade, no rules. It's no rules.
The first thing Danny notices about Belgrade is how different it is from Split and Zagreb. It feels more Eastern European and has echoes of the old communist regime. Serbia also uses a different alphabet from Croatia.
In Croatia, sort of work it out a little bit, you know what I mean? Here is Cyrillic. Get on that there, I don't know if you can see that over there. I ain't got a clue what it means, you know what I mean? Could mean anything. I mean, it's like alien writing.
Belgrade is home to the two biggest teams in Serbia, Partizan and Red Star. Two clubs that are literally around the corner from each other. Partizan Belgrade's firm are called the Grabari, which means grave diggers, whilst Red Star Belgrade's firm is the Delier, or the Heroes. Two firms who also went to fight in the war for their country, Serbia. It was the Delier of Red Star who were involved in the infamous riot of 1990 that for some was the start of the war. Danny's come here to meet them because, like the firms in Croatia, they too had gone from the terraces to the front line. Some of them were led by this man. This is Arkan, seen here leading the players off the pitch during the 1990 riot. At the time, he was officially Red Star Belgrade's head of security. He also controlled the Delier. Petar Ilic used to be one of the Delier and travelled with them all over Europe. He experienced the charisma of Arkan firsthand.
Actually, he was our leader in 1989. He had his crew among himself, and the guy adored him. He was very brave, and that's the things which, you know, you must count on a brave man on terrace.
When the war began, he set up a paramilitary group known as the Tigers. The group was established under the auspices of the Serb government. The Tigers had been recruited by Arkan from the Delier. After all, who better to enlist than hardcore Serbs with a history of violence?
Some like him very much, they choose to went to war with him. Those guys think that they are doing the right thing for Serbia, and probably that's why they went to fight.
Danny has come to Belgrade to meet with the Delier, but they, it seems, don't want to meet him.
For the past 6 weeks, the production team have been trying to make contact with the current members of the Delier to hear their story. Problem is, they won't talk to us. They've spoken to British journalists before in the past, and they feel they've been dubbed as war criminals because of the association with Arkan.
Red Star's neighbours, Partizan Belgrade, are serial offenders when it comes to football violence. In July 2007, they were banned from European competition after causing trouble in Mostar. UEFA noted that in the previous 5 years, they had been fined on 25 occasions out of 36 UEFA competition matches. And their firm are not as shy as their city rivals. The Grabari, or gravediggers of Partizan Belgrade, are more than happy to welcome us and show us what they're like. 20-year-old Kimi first stood with the Grabari when he was 14